All right, so here what we need to do is we first need to use our integral rules. And when we're using our integral rules, the first thing is that we have that one term in the denominator. So we are going to split it up in order to be able to integrate. So we're going to have the integral from 5 to 9, the 10 z to the fifth over z plus 3 over z dz. And then subtracting those exponents, we will get 10 z to the fourth plus 3 over z dz, and then the 5 to 9 bound. Now, you'll notice that when we integrate, we do have an z to the first power. So that is going to go to natural log absolute value of z when you integrate. So for the first term, we will add 1 to the exponent to get z to the fifth over the new exponent. The second term, the 3 will tag along, and then this z to the first will become natural log absolute value of z. And then we have our bound from 5 to 9. So that is just the first step of integrating. And then the second step is to take the upper bound minus bracket the lower bound. Now, what I would do is I would simplify if possible before doing this upper minus lower bound. So you'll notice the 10 over 5 does give you a 2. So you're really plugging into 2z to the fifth over 9. So we would have 2, and then for z, plugging in the 9 plus 3 natural log absolute value of 9. And then minus bracket, plugging in our lower bound. So 2, 5 raised to the fifth plus 3 natural log absolute value of 5. Now, you would then simplify, so just kind of plugging this in on the calculator, you would have 2 times the 9 to the fifth. That is going to give you a crazy big number, but it's all good. So it gives you 118,098. Remember that the absolute value of 9 is just 9. So you don't need those absolute value signs. You can just write it 3 natural log of 9 minus, and then you'll take 2 times the 5 raised to the fifth, and that gives you 6,250. And then plus 3 natural log, absolute value of 5 is just 5. And then from there, you would distribute out that negative. So what I like to do is simplify each of the terms, then distribute out the negative. So I'm going to have my 118,098 plus 3 natural log 9 minus 6,250. And then here's where the distribute step goes, minus 3 natural log 5. Now, the only two like terms that can combine here are the 118,098 and the 6,215. So you would take those two terms and subtract, well, take this minus that, give you 111,848 plus 3 natural log 9 minus 3 natural log 5. And that would be your final answer. There is one thing that you could do to simplify. You could factor out a GCF here of 3 from these two terms, and that will give you natural log 9 minus natural log 5. So you might see the GCF factored out in the final answer, and that's just because there is a GCF there of 3 for both of those terms.